Welcome back to Dinset's Techie Not Badass. I'm your arrogant host, Von Fry. We are going to be getting back into, I was about to say Silk Song, but God, Silent Hill 2, the remake. We're going to be continuing with our Red Bull. We do have a Ferrero Rocher to eat when it looks like there's a good cutscene. And this is, of course, on the Xbox. I think that the game is just sort of like okay for me right now. I'm looking at this over here. Obviously, I've got the game mode on that kind of messes with the colors on the TV. It's looking a little greenish to you guys when I actually do play the game here, which is a little weird. That looks a little more green than I think it should look. But yes, our boy James, with all one facial expression, appears to have crossed over into the Otherworld version of Brookhaven. Now, I'm headcanon here. Headcanon, guys. Is it possible that when Laura was saying Fartface, she was actually summoning the, what were they calling it here? It said I got an achievement. Flesh lip? Maybe she was actually calling for Fleshlip to come get James. The rest of these achievements, are they all secret? Pretty close to it. Yo, Vaughn, you know that Fist of the North Star demo you played? The game is $5. I saw that, and you can also get the some DLC for like $2.50. I may just actually have to go up on that. I gotta come up with some ways to lose some weight, you know, and that might be kind of fun to do standing. Or maybe if we want to do like a full playthrough. I definitely noticed that. It kind of came out of nowhere. I wish I got like an email update about wish list sales, but yeah, that was like a huge discount. So I might actually go up for that, to be real. Hope you guys are hearing me okay. If I face over here, is it okay? Probably. All right. So we're in the Otherworld, Brookhaven. That is my guess of where we are. Fell down through the day room, I guess. Well, we got captured. Sounded like Mary was talking to us. What are the chances this works? What happened here? I have to find the button for the basement. Three isn't working. I guess we're on 3. It wouldn't go to 1. The thumbnail, you mean of me getting beat up or the girl Laura? I'm feeling a little chapped in the lips, a little dehydrated also. Whoa, shoot. My controller just vibrated its way off of my box over here. I know, that's what she said. That's not gonna let us. Let's see if we can have another one of these 50 viewer streams. Well, at least they covered up the computer. Did I just desk pop 1 round when that fell over? Well, he's proficient loading, right? That's about it. The creepy girls, the Uncanny Valley? I don't think so. I think it has a kind of like Western developer look about it, doesn't it? I think that's what we can call it. Uncanny Valley is a myth. Oh, it's so close to real, you find it unsettling. That's fake. That's like homophobia. What? You don't like them? Well, you must fear them. It's a phobia. Something sounds bad. What direction's that coming? New enemy type, maybe? Do you have a sharp object? She's got a knife. Alright, I think that is the approach. Go for the kneecap, right? But it looked to me like these guys get back up. Like, it looked to me like they start to come back. You know, I'm just realizing that I actually have one of my lights off. Forgot to plug that light in. Is this cooler with less lights, guys? I've only got my face light. And this blue one. That's all I've got. Make those likes happen, guys. The thumbnail, the title of the video, and the likes will bring more people. And then girls will talk to you, and everything will start coming up Millhouse. So, also, guys, Target has a sale on Nintendo games. You can save $30 when you spend $100 on Nintendo games. Unfortunately, that would mean Bowser 3D, Mario 3D, 3D World, Bowser's Fury, plus being $59.99, plus the $39.99 they want for Final Fantasy Ivermectin Chronicles Tactics. That is 2 pennies short of $100 and therefore doesn't qualify. So I'd have to look for something else. Okay. All right. If I get the knees down in quick succession. If I get the knees in quick succession, I'm good. It's unsettling because there's something not quite right about it, but you can't articulate what it is. It's usually the character's movements, which, well, they do the mocaption. They mocap the face and whatever. You know, they get the mouth working okay and in sync enough, but you still know it's not realistic. They're aiming for realism on whatever, you know, they kind of like defective settings they've got, essentially, but I think we're just gonna have to go upstairs. Doesn't look like we had other options on where to go. There's a big maybe we're not going over there. Yeah, that's closed off, right? Well, the other option really was Mario Wonder and then 3D World plus Bowser Fury. And that would be 120 essentially. That'd qualify, get the $30 off. But then I'd have to get the Switch 2 upgrade for Mario Wonder. And that DLC, all that's probably going to cost another $20. I was kind of looking to just buy the Switch 2 version of it, if they're going to have a Switch 2 physical version with the Bellevue Plaza, is that what it's called? Built in. The procedure. Oh, how we danced, arms flailing and bodies in perfect synchrony. And the music played, but in any dance there comes a time one must take the lead, and the music got louder and louder, pounding, piercing, and then silence. Maybe the word silence should go unpronounced. And then, see, because it's silent, the whole word is silent. Oh boy, we ruined my X-ray reader, my light box. Alright, let's load up. Instrument of Force. that a weapon? Okay, we're gonna use that. And then what? The hand... No items? Did I do that right? Did I get the wrong one? If I moved the other hand and hit the other side, would that have gotten me better stuff? You can see I don't have the soft lighting on. I was messing with things. The high-end light stand I got that has like a monopod setup is not compatible with the LED light panels I bought for my gig works. And now I have to like find some way to get that to work. Maybe I have to find something else. Or maybe I just botched that puzzle. So yeah, that 3D World plus Bowser Fury does look pretty enticing. But also I do want to play Wonder. I'm kind of running a little low on games I'm looking to get. You know, like I do have a backlog to address, right? Or if there's a particularly good sale. There was a new game came to Game Pass today I was looking at doing for the stream, but I think it might be PC. Like PC Game Pass. Okay, she has to have her knees down. Oh boy. She has to go down on one knee or it's not gonna work. Oh, hell. Where'd you go? Maybe I'm using too many bullets. Maybe as soon as they're on one knee, I can go in with the lead pipe. Maybe. So yeah, oh shit. As I'm trying to just talk to my chat, guys. Come on. What I'm saying, I'm kind of getting thin on like the Nintendo stuff, but if I see like a super crazy good deal, then yeah. Or, you know, maybe it'll just be a bunch of NSO titles in the meantime. Does that make sense? Jacket's a little bloody. Must be something still to do with that exam room. You think it pulls that chain? And then opens that door? essentially. Opens that window. Yeah, sorry that the lighting is a little harsh on the face cam right now. I just have one light. It might be making things even more atmospheric. Of course, we don't have the safety of Laura and her narcolepsy to protect us. Or not Laura, Maria. Well, honestly, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go. Oh, goody, I played for 15 minutes. Seems like third floor is where I need to be. Can't go down. We're gonna have to get the elevator wouldn't take me to 1. I mean, it's like you thought the hospital was bad. Wait till you see it now, right? Hell, maybe I botched everything, striking the wrong arm. Though I probably have to get another instrument to hit that. The dark is a little bothersome, yeah. I'm not really sure where the game's wanting me to go here. Oh, is that breakable? Here we go. D2. The Mighty Ducks. That chain continues. There's some... The game is a bit on the, like, one color side. But unlike other games, I can't really figure this out. But the red is not coming across right. It's like there's a greenish, strong green thing happening here. Now, this area is kind of on the yellow-green side. The colors on this game are not looking correct in the Elgato, and I have no idea why. But yeah, it is a rather piss color on my screen also. Where'd you go? Maybe it's just a good idea to get out of the hospital, James. Forget about Maria and Laura. If she wasn't truly down. Oh my god. Ah, man, I don't know what to expect out of that 007. What's it called? Fight or flight or something? First light? Is it first light? You know, people are like, the driving thing looks like just a driving segment. And I'm kind of like, well, that's, yeah, that would be the way that would work. What, do you think you had free roam driving? I mean, not everything works, as we have found, not everything's great open world. Oh, it's a working toilet. Okay. I've only seen a little bit of it. I kind of don't want to be spoiled, you know, like that's not something I've earmarked for. I'm going to play through this, you know, and if I did, it would probably have to be on Xbox. I don't think the Switch 2 is going to handle it right, you know. Now look, if I wanted to try to save that, it could maybe, I don't know if I could get that pre-order of the Resident Evil Requiem for Switch 2 to qualify for the Target deal. I have my doubts, but if I did, I'd have to play through it on Switch 2 instead of Xbox. I think that'd be a very compromised playthrough. Don't just swing. You know what you should be aiming at. Lay in. Get her. I know people are like complaining that Lenny Kravitz is the boss, the villain. I think that what they should do with James Bond is just have it take place in the 60s. What the shit? Okay, what's with the random amount of bullets it takes to kill something? How strange is it having a, I see you. We have a Bond game with no Bond action yet, right? That's kind of wild. Metroid Dread. Oh, dude, yeah, buying Metroid Dread. That might be a good idea. Oh, thank you. Yes. That's a good suggestion. Maybe Metroid Dread and Bowser 3D. Well, we're going to have to see if Target has it available. If it's available at Target for shipping or whatever. If it qualifies. Well, look, Metroid Dread's a good idea. A 2D Zelda like Link. Well, I could do some 2D Zeldas, but that's NSO, you know? Metroid Dread is not showing up NSO. So I have to look and see if that qualifies for the Target deal. We know they are very proud of charging $60 for that all day long, right? So the unfortunate thing is it has no Switch 2 update. That's really bad. I mean, it looks okay, but you know, it probably looks better on the stream than on my TV because the stream's 1080p. Well, the developers talked about reimagining Bond for a modern audience. They're always looking for this modern audience. And that modern audience is themselves, you know? Have they figured that out? Key of Bliss. Look that blissful. He doesn't use the shotgun as a crutch like Leon. What am I hearing? Link's Awakening for Switch. I don't feel those art styles, I'm sorry. I don't think I could spend money on that. Not the kind of money they want. Metroid Dread? Man, I had a pretty good time with that demo. I did. This doesn't help, does it? This Key of Bliss? Okay. Oh, hey, I did a post this morning, late last night. I was watching it, well, listening to this video. This guy, I forget his name. He has long hair. And he was playing through the CDI Zelda games. You know, he certainly seems like a stand-up dude. He's a young guy. He looks older than he is. But where could I put the key? Maybe that first door? Yeah, he went through the CDI Zelda games, man. That took some work. Wait, was I not in here earlier? Maybe I should have hit save first. I don't understand why the like cutscenes in this are so ghosty. There's like, you can see like a trailing effect of stuff. It's so weird. Hey, while we're looking at this, do you guys mind if do you guys want that light on? Do you want the key light on or not? Let me know. Let me look and see if I can get Metroid Dread at Target. I think I can. It might even be on the shelf at my local Target. If that qualifies, I think that would be a good one to add to the lineup here. I also saw ARMS is available on the eShop right now for $41.99. What do you think of that? I've heard it's fun with friends. Sadly, there's no point of contention with the 2D Zelda remakes on Switch, even with presentation and some quality of life. It looks very expensive for what they're going for with that art style. It does. Metroid Dread does count. I type in Metroid Dread, and it's like, oh, that's digital. An email delivery within 4 hours. And then here we've got new low price Zelda Echoes of Wisdom for $47.99. What do you think of that? Nukem likes ARMS for the $41 on the eShop. It was an okay demo. It didn't really seem that deep. I don't know. Do you own that, Nukem? I heard you need some friends to play it. Okay, unfortunate. It looks like Metroid Dread is only available digital at Target. And that would be full price, you know, like $60. But it would qualify towards this offer. Nukem, there is a save $30 on $100 in Nintendo games at Target right now. There is a Switch 2 upgrade for Splatoon 3. So is that a game I'd be better off getting eShop? I feel like those online multiplayer games are better off eShop. Why am I looking at his face here when I'm saving? I don't recommend Echoes of Wisdom. It's too different from typical Zeldas. It's not bad. It's very different. They kind of just look like little kids games. Are they going for like a more of a little kid demo? This room was not previously open, right? And now it is? Like, that's the crazy part. I don't think the puzzle thing, getting that key, opened this room. All right, well, we have a combination here. Yeah, I got Splatoon 3 on the eShop for my Switch 2, and it plays great. So you're saying 60 FPS, 4K, HDR? What, you know, that may be a game I need to kind of get into. That might wet my whistle for my Overwatch 2 appetite. Okay, we can head down this way, I guess. Oh boy. She might like Pokemon Pokopia. Pocopium. I think Pokemon Legends ZA was pretty disappointing. I really tried to give it a shot. That does not strike me as like this $70-$80 game or whatever it was. It's barely a Switch 2 edition, frankly. It's built very much with the Switch compromise. What is my objective? Do I just want to get out of this place? Like, no, I'm looking for Maria. She has all my emotions. I saw one of those nurses, right? The nurses have blades now. All right, we got to fix another clock. Splatoon 3 definitely gives you some of the 90s Nickelodeon vibes. Yeah, I can kind of see that in the character designs. It almost looks like a Nicktoons type thing, doesn't it? Good call. Splatoon 3 I might have to look for on the eShop. I think I missed my sale on that. That was probably on sale and I missed it. Alright, why am I getting so much ammo? Super Smash, no Switch 2 version. They're due to have a new version of that game. We'll wait on that. Laura's pills? Or, I mean, Maria's pills. 1 year they've been watching me. So many pills they fed me. When a loud hour comes, I tremble every time the light falls. Maybe we need to count the pills. 6. Watch it go dark. Okay, I guess I don't understand that. I'm waiting for either a Switch 2 edition of that game or a new Smash. And that would probably be, you know, one of those long-term multiplayer online games I would probably have on the Switch digital. You know? Nukem, let me know, did I miss the boat on a Splatoon 3 sale? I think maybe that was on sale, like Black Friday, and I may have missed it. I don't understand the clues here. The light goes dark. They don't want me to shoot that, do they? No, I saw a nurse. Still don't understand this stuff. Okay, there's hand pictures. The game kind of kicks in like a pseudo Resident Evil safe room. Is it safe room or save room? Yeah, questions indeed. Right, maybe there's a little bit more to explore. Dread, even without the Switch 2 update, might be worth a playthrough and stuff. What do you guys think? Which of these 3 IPs would be awesome if Nintendo acquired the gaming rights? G.I. Joe, He-Man, or Godzilla? There might be a lot of untapped potential in a G.I. Joe. I think He-Man is kind of just stuck in sort of a... It's going to be a beat 'em up, you know? Like, and, you know, there's a time and place for beat 'em ups. I kind of think that's a dead genre. Like, we've kind of done all we can with beat 'em ups. Now, let's just head this way and see if we can go. What is that sound? Gotcha, bitch. Oh man, that He-Man, I watched like a, God, you know, like there was a couple of He-Man things like stacked on top of each other. Then there's a live action, but I think there was 2 cartoons, and man, there was something they did, and I think it actually had a few seasons with She-Ra, and she looked like a snail. Like there's something going on where they make these like characters in these cartoons so androgynous looking that you don't even look human. They just look like snails. Anthropomorphic snails. Or slugs or something. Yeah, I guess a slug would probably be a better way to say it. Have I been able to go in these this whole time? I have to go get this broad. See, G.I. Joe, with the amount of stuff that could happen in a G.I. Joe game, there could be a ton of potential. Like, I think there's a lot of untapped G.I. Joe potential. And so I would say of those IPs, now look, maybe Godzilla is not going to work best for Nintendo. It might be hard for them to pull off a giant monster clashing in a realistic city scenario. Maybe that'd be a PlayStation thing. If you just kaiju battles with Unreal Engine 5 on the PS5 Pro, that could be a pretty good thing, you know. Really, I could see them easily making a He-Man game that looks and plays like no, I don't see them doing. I don't see that much care and attention going into something. I don't think Nintendo is interested in making games based on other people's IPs. Nintendo owns the IP and they make the game. You know, they're not going to license an IP out. Now, they might, you know, switch to exclusive or timed exclusive a game, and then 2 years later you get your Godzilla game on their PlayStation. That maybe that could happen. So let's try director's office. Please. What is that sound? I think it's on the other side. I don't see Nintendo going out of their way to get some kind of like somebody else's IP in that way and then develop a game. I don't see it happening. Sorry. Gotta be some freaky stuff happening over here. Yep. Who doesn't want their knees? I knew this was going to happen. I tried to swap. Now let's get dependent. Or are we pushing this? Very confused. Guess we don't take that over there. We can just put that somewhere else. So why the cart? All right, here we go. All right, make sure this fits. Of course it does. Better stay dead. Why is she sliding? Man, sometimes I'm getting them with like one knee shot. Oh hell. Just a ton of clips of me hitting nurses. That looks more green on your guys' screen than it does for me. He's there again, looking, staring. He says he'll drag me there. Don't want to. I won't let him take me. Director's office key. No one knows. No one knows the story. Like, does this game even make sense? All right, we probably have a puzzle in here. There'll be no pain anymore. I think that's what it says on the back. That was a save. All right, we're getting a lot of shoddy. All right, no puzzle, but we have a ladder. Well, usually in the real world things make sense, but I mean in gaming space, like a Mario game never made sense. Like even if you took into account the 2D movement, why are things just kind of standing around, walking back and forth, waiting for you to jump on them, right? Music's changing. I found 0050 in the ECT room again. This time I checked, he was not appointed for the treatment. How is it possible he got there all by himself, and how would he know how to turn the thing on? Somebody's going to answer for this. What am I hearing? Hook somebody up? See, this is like decorated creepy vibes, like they're trying too hard. Like who arranges this? You know what I mean? Like I don't know, it's just like they've tried too hard with the creepiness. Yeah, okay, right. Someone sets this bed up here and pulls all these cables and whatever. Come on now. Coworker told me the story of this game. Would you like? No, don't. We'll have to decide if it's satisfying by the end. I mean, this game's got massive, like some of the best reviews in the Xbox store. It does. Like, just astonishingly high reviews. My name is Maria, the woman smiles, just like my late wife. She smells just like her. Look at that. 961 reviews, averaging a 4.9. And I'm not feeling it. I mean, if it feels kind of like okay mid in a way. Like most of the gameplay here is like something like you would see in like a smaller dev would come up with. You know, like there without the IP, it seems very indie. No, but this is not a Game Pass game. People had to actually buy it. Though it launched on Xbox marked down like to $40. I just heard a voice like a woman. Maybe it's one of those things where at the end it's revealed you're actually the demon and these are like normal people, citizens of the town. But you see them as demented blood nurses. Bullet sponge nurse. I didn't need to hop through there. Generator. Oh, that gave me a jump scare. I think as an Xbox player though, for years, I was just getting too accustomed to just playing Overwatch and whatever was on Game Pass, really. And for me, that was what gaming was. I missed a lot of the Switch stuff. No doubt about it. Okay, so what was the point? Now it's overloaded. 9659. Why did it do that? Nowhere, that's what we should play. Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh, Sonic X Generations. I have tried Sonic. I just don't think that jives with me. It's like, almost seemed like there was something up there to get. The problem with Sonic, you have to have played a lot of it just for it not to be a death sim. It is just too much of not knowing exactly where to go next kills you. It's not good game design. There's a Maria in Shadow the Hedgehog stuff. Sonic, I would like to play Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. They're not really on here. I'm curious about them. I did play Sonic Adventure 1 the week the game, like early in the life of the Dreamcast. I injured a hand and had to get some stitches in the weight room in high school. But since I was out of school the rest of the day, went to Best Buy, played a little Dreamcast at the Best Buy, was pretty blown away, you know, in 99. I think those might be in the game, in the store, but kind of like in a weird way. Like there was a bundle. I think it might have got delisted. Okay, they kind of moved some, they upped the price. What's this? Okay, hold on. $2.99 for that one. Battle mode. So what's this? DX upgrade? What's a DX upgrade? Director's Cut version today unlocks 60 new missions. Metal Sonic. Not exactly cheap for what this is here. Why does this say free? A legacy skin. Yeah, it's kind of there, but it's the Xbox 360 version. It'd be kind of nice if they, I don't know, did a remaster for Series X, you know. Look at that bundle. That's a pretty high price for some really old stuff. Well, not really. But here, I think you can maybe see some screens. It's going to look better than that. The screens that they put in the store from the 360 stuff are really like low res and compressed. If you've played the version available in the Xbox store like that and it's good, it's worthwhile, let me know. Oh, I have other Sonic stuff. I have on disc actually. I have Sonic what's it called? Oh, okay, a few other things, guys. So I have done Sonic Mania. I've tried Sonic Frontiers. It was a lot to take in. Sonic Superstars we could maybe do. I've done a little bit of it. I don't know if we'd call that resuming it or what. But they also have a game on here, Rocket Knight. And that could be pretty promising for a stream or something, but there is a company that makes a Rocket Knight and they also make an Earthworm Jim figure. And they look pretty good. But I mean, they're not crazy cheap. We're looking at like, you know, 60 to 75 bucks. So I guess they should look pretty good. But I've been seeing that in my Instagram feed. And so I thought, I've been seeing these ads for the Rocket Knight Sparkster. The games are terrible. I just want to watch you cringe through it. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that the bad Sonic game was what, Sonic the Hedgehog 2005 or 2006? Is it called Sonic 06? Like they just called it Sonic the Hedgehog. That was like the first game to do the it's like a reboot in gaming. We're just going to call it Sonic the Hedgehog. Forget it. Sonic the Hedgehog it is. I still need to do Sleeping Dogs. I'm doing achievement mop up in South of Midnight. I have a lot of things I need to achievement mop up, honestly. Stray. I was under the impression Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 were well received in their day. Am I mistaken? Okay, where do we go for the puzzle? All the way around? I think these broads are going to start waking up. What was with this last couple days where we had like 100 viewers, but people weren't talking? It was like the chat was like this. They're well received by furries. Okay, that makes some sense. Well, we've got, was it 4 numbers? We can take care of 1 lock, I think. 9659. Okay, but what does that give me? You know, like, it's like, this isn't gonna work. So I did that stuff and and I unlocked something, but I'm not, that doesn't help me progress. Still have a key, I think. Decorate with a lapis lazuli. It was hidden inside the medical dummy. Yeah, I'm not really sure where to put that. Hell, I don't even remember how I got to M2 over there. No, the Troon, this is on Xbox. Sorry. It's been largely, when I have this good setup, it's been largely Switch 2. This might be a recommendation, but it would probably be cool to see you increase your cognition by playing the Switch 2 Big Brain Academy. Or get set back. I don't know. Hey, Nukem, the Boxing Academy Fist of the North Star is like super cheap right now. Do you think maybe that warrants a playthrough? I don't know if that's a playthrough game so much as you're supposed to come back each day and, you know, do your daily workout type game. Most song games aren't that terrible. The high-speed gameplay takes just a bit to get used to, and the adventure games are indeed highly revered, but nostalgia blinds sometimes. I know, and you go, I mean, like, I, unfortunately, in playing Code Veronica way past its day, I see it as like, oh man, this is awful, you know. But if you played it back when it launched on Dreamcast, you probably would have thought, wow, this is such an upgrade. I mean, potentially. All right, guys, what do you think? Does someone just want to give me the code? I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to head to. First floor, second floor, third floor. Did I get to the first floor? Briefly? Was there a door there? I don't think there was anywhere to go. Yeah, okay, well, Fist and North Star Boxing is a fitness title. It's not really a boxing game. Therein lies the issue. But I think it's like, what, $5 or something? The Ring Fit Adventure and Wii Sports are also possibly entertaining to watch. Ring Fit? Wii Sports. Wii Sports was like the golden goose, right? That got all the olds to buy the Switch. Because it was a pack-in title, and then they just didn't buy any other games. Super low attach rate, I guess. Let's see. We have questions on the second floor. If I knew how to get to that. Well, okay. We have the question mark room. Hold on. Is this the right direction? A little bit. Question mark where there's a bunch of pills. There's 6 pills. There is a clock. Speaking of sports, Mario Tennis Aces is another good recommend. Well, they have a new Mario Tennis game coming pretty soon, right? Watch it go dark. What does this mean? Like, what the hell? Cryptic ass game. Supposed to turn my light off? Well, that's new. I didn't realize I could manipulate that. Did I mess up? I messed up. Bro, are you kidding me? Shot in the face? I guess it's stuck on 2 now. Mario Tennis. I don't know if that really feels like a full game. Like, I thought the Mario Tennis I played on 3DS was alright, but I didn't really play it a heap. And did anything change here? We still have 6 pills. We're still looking through here, and now it's on a 2. They're cryptic. It's almost like abusive in the way Silk Song has abusive bosses and, you know, unforgiving stage design, all kinds of things happening. But this is different. It's like cryptic puzzle to then make you have to look shit up because or whatever. Though I haven't had to look up a lot, you know. There was just really a occasion or two. New Mario Tennis game is going to have a story adventure mode in it and many other modes. Did you see the last overview video Nintendo put out for the game? I don't think I did. I don't think I saw a new one. There's a second. Right, watch it go dark. 2, that's on the 2. I don't know what difference that makes. Now I have enemies everywhere, right? Shoot. Hear that Geiger counter type radio thing. You gotta swing, you gotta do something. Oh, I thought he was done. This isn't a new area, is it? I hardly did anything. I'm running around in circles now. I mean, we put a thing on 2, didn't we? I don't know if that makes a difference. Mario Tennis Aces also has a story with bosses and skill trees and everything. Really? What is the new one called? They never call like Mario Tennis Aces 2, you know? Or is it just Mario Tennis Aces? I don't know. There is a new one. Whatever it's called. This is about where we started on this floor. Tennis Fever, okay. Yeah, it's kind of... I almost feel like you should have like Mario Sports and then have a bunch of different sports instead of a Mario Sports game for each sport. Are we seeing any kind of clues? Guess we could head to the director's place. If I could just not be lost for a second. Now, this was a hop over situation, wasn't it? But somehow I got my way back to the middle. Except Mario Kart, exactly. Mario Kart can be its own game. The rest of you work together. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to load that spot because I'm lost as to how I get back there. Are there any old school boxing gyms near you where you live? There was a guy who traded you some Bellator, and there's a gym he works out of, but he's kind of just like a jobber Bellator guy, you know, like probably lost more fights than he won. But yeah, there is a guy in my town that was doing some Bellator stuff. If you want to see me fight Jake Paul, you got to have Jake Paul come down to like 160. And then we'll see. Shit, if I could get down to 129 and he had to get down to 129, I think that'd be a real problem for Jake Paul. Yeah, I think every time somebody tries to do a combat sport training type gym, they end up going out of business around here. Too many people have to work full-time jobs to do anything. Where am I supposed to go? This is broken, I guess. I mean, it's rubbing that in my face. We got a lapis key. I don't know what else we're supposed to do with this lapis key. Anyone want to look up lapis key? Lapis eye key. I don't think I've put it in anything. Or if I have, maybe I haven't used it all up. Controller's getting shaky. Too damn hard to navigate. I need to go down this ladder. You'd be surprised how some of the worst fighters could actually make great trainers. Some guys are way better at teaching boxing than actually doing it, and they're great boxers. It's used for the chained box puzzle, the lapis eye. Hold on, do I investigate it? I mean, I went to the chained box. I don't think it does anything there. There is a keypad that I got, and now there's a rotary lock to undo. I'm not so sure if there's anything more I can do down here. Nintendo did something in the Wii days called Mario Sports Mix, a series of sports games, but put into one game. See, now that could work. Even they had some Final Fantasy characters. Nice. You should definitely consider joining a boxing gym. They are getting sick and tired of seeing your beat-up face in the thumbnails. Sure. Pro Fighting Gym went out of business at the mall, too. I'm seeing gyms come into the mall. Like, it's a big place to put a bunch of treadmills, you know? I'm not finding anything helpful. Like, these are not like, head to this area, you know? Sounds almost like something's coming for me. Gonna be a fighting game coming. A new Punch Out or Arms 2. I haven't heard anything about that. I like the beat up face in the thumbnails. It shows me progressing through the game. I'm taking a beating getting through this game. That's the idea. Next, I have a broken nose. Next thumbnail. What I really need to get in the habit of is making the thumbnails and setting up the stream before I turn off my Xbox for the night. Have that set up a day in advance. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna load that save again because I'm just walking around not finding anything. And I've got this key, but I don't see it helping with this puzzle. Oh, wait. Okay. Does that open up a new area? Wow, that is some... to the stars. Okay, well here, we'll save here. Now we figured that out. Heard one of your podcast episodes on Spotify and you were telling your mom about Kirby Outriders. Is your mom... No, she hasn't played any of that. I did have her and my dad play each other a game of Mario Kart 2 when it came out, and they came they were on a cruise, and then they, when it came out, and I was like, hey, you come back to town, you gotta play this. And they tried it, but you know, that was a little confusing. They didn't want to do any more. I don't know why, but I thought it was... You need 2 codes to finish the puzzle. Yeah, I saw a 2 on a clock. So I set that one of these to 2, but I don't see anything else. One of these chains going. I wonder if that changes something. Like opened up a room where a chain was, maybe? Still have this chain. So maybe it's too hard to locate. Like, you know, not getting any idea of what opened up sucks. So this chain got pulled. Might have opened up an area. Hell, I should probably just go ahead and enter the damn code. We'll see if I find some, because there might be some decent items alongside finding out where you're supposed to go next. You know what? This is new. No? Can he fall? No. Sure felt like I was following that chain. Pretty small little area. Okay, so how were you supposed to get the answer for that puzzle? That second one. I did get the 9659. But I am not understanding what the game expected me to do. Oh, okay. Well, we cheated. She is not going to be able to grasp Kirby Air Riders. That game is pretty fast for anybody. Possible thumbnail right there. And that gets me out of here how? Yeah, I think he's into Mom's. Like this is not the best puzzles. Puzzles in like the Resident Evil remakes had like a certain you know, the realism to them, right? It's for the basement. Got it. She is an angel, no one knows, only I see the lady of the door. They cannot walk along her bridge of thread. They fall from the weight of their crimes. Like bloated and ugly corpses, their sins she devours them. Sin and... Is any of the things I'm reading in this, any of these lore drop things worth it? Like, in Resident Evil games, you read the diary of the Watchman and you get an understanding of what it was like. None of this is like relating to anything regarding the circumstances of how Silent Hill changed. Oh yeah, there's a guy and he's in this room. Let's give him some meds. And that doesn't really even... Okay, so you're telling me you had a hospital, you know? Skyward Sword. Is that one of the dark sheep of the Zeldas? I think I've heard bad things.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to another exciting edition of Trick or Treat, where you answer our questions correctly and win a prize beyond your wildest dreams. Or you fail to answer correctly and receive the punishment. It's all in the hands of our lucky contestant, James Sunderland. James, are you ready to play Trick or Treat? Excellent. Here's your first
You didn't even
question.
answer.
In the early 1800s, a terrible disease spread across Silent Hill, resulting in
Now,
the
is
death
Twilight
of
Princess
many
highly
of its
regarded?
inhabitants. Their bodies thrown into the lake to sleep forever in their watery grave. How many souls were lost during the plague? 1, 42, 2, 67, 3, 85. Know the answer? Well, you better hold on to it. You never know when it might come in handy. Now, on to the second question.
Do you just write something down?
Follow Sanders Street heading east and further on to the outskirts of town. One and only one road will take you towards the lumberyard and the cemetery. What is the name of that road? 1. Bachman Road. 2. Munson Street. 3. Wiltsey Road. Did you get that? I sure as hell hope so. And for a third and final question, Silent Hill witnessed a gruesome murder a few years back. A brother and sister were playing in the road when they were attacked and chopped into pieces with an axe. Torn flesh, smashed bones, splattered blood. What a terrible tragedy. What a gruesome end to such innocent lives. One of the victims was a local boy named Billy Locay.
Heard that name before.
What was the name of the other victim? Billy's sister. 1. Miriam.
Go with Laura.
Heather. 3. Julia. Well, that's the last of our questions. Have you got it all figured out? If so, fantastic.
I would say so. I've been watching a Let's Play. So you're saying the Twilight Princess is well liked?
Well, looks like that's all the time we have for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in. See you somewhere, sometime, in sickness or in health. Bye-bye.
How did he want me to play along to that game?
What the hell was that?
Long elevator ride. Everyone in the chat saying Skyward or Twilight Princess is good, but Nukem is trying to convince everybody that Skyward Sword's good. People who hate the game are a bunch of stinking no good for nothing pansy jerk asses. They jerk your gerb. He heard the radio come on and the pistol came out. Just swing at me, please. I've got so many clips of me ganking nurses. 5 bullets on that one. Sometimes I can get them in 1. Oh, shoot. Didn't see him till it was too late. I've got blood on my jacket. God. It has its moments. I have not played Silent Hill F. This is my only Silent Hill, essentially. I'm a series noob. I rented the original back in like '98. Played it for like maybe an hour or something. And otherwise haven't touched a Silent Hill, so I'm pretty noob. Okay, I really like the map. You know? Like I'm not upset about the way the map works and how he checks things off. That's cool. It's more realistic than the way the Resident Evil remakes handle a map, you know? I mean, they'll tell you where to put the spade key or whatever, but it's like, how did they write that in their map, right? Frankly, I feel like the map is the star of the game. The other side. I've seen that pit. You son of a... What, you got hit with a shotty! Oh, Anna's here. Anna. Cooking dinner. Actually, I had rice, pilaf, corn, and steak tonight. Ugh, why even let me open that? Unfortunately, it looks like the chat, the viewership is back to normal. It was getting pretty high, like 150. Now it's. I mean, the chat is good, but the view count was way exaggerated, I think. What was the point of doing any of this? I went to the basement, now I've got dead ends. Unless I can hop a damn chasm. Not a way into this boiler room, is there? Oh, okay, here we go. Faking me out. Well, that tore my ass up. Yeah, you know, well, but that was... Hold on. That was the weekend, wasn't it? Today's Monday. What cookies did you bake? Hump room. Are we slowly trying to get out the front door? Like, what are we trying to do here? Copper ring.
James.
Mary! Oh. Maria, I thought... Sorry. Anyway, I'm glad you're alive.
Anyway?
Let's eat some of
What
this.
do you mean, anyway? I
Anyway?
was almost killed back there. I have never been so scared in my whole life.
You the one who
All
fell
you
asleep and
care about is
overdosed.
that dead wife of yours. You couldn't care less about me, could you?
No, I just...
Then
I mean,
stay
you're
with
just a
me.
hooker.
Don't leave me alone again. You're supposed to take care of me.
You don't care about me. You only talk about your dead life. Never leave me again.
So what about Laura?
Where's a little brat?
Yeah, but she ran away.
What?
Well, I'd say it's more
We
than ran
have to
away.
find her.
Yeah, you really seem to care about that girl. Do you know her?
I'd never met her before.
Does this
Just
game
feel
have a
sorry
story?
for her. She's all alone, and I don't know, for some reason I feel like it's up to me to protect her. Come on, let's go look for her.
No, we do not need to look for Laura. We need to get the hell out of here. How did she end up in the Otherworld? This is like the Otherworld hospital, isn't it? Hold on, did we... Oh, okay. I was thinking I could climb up that for some reason. This game seems like Lost. Like a whole lot of, let's just make it up as we go. And then at the end we don't have an answer and say it's all a dream. That's what it feels like. Alright, we're gonna go up. We're gonna go out the damn hospital. Go out the exit. Oh, it's all... Okay, here we go. Exam room 2. What could possibly go wrong in here? Let's give her a gun, can we? Not a lot of attacking happens if I have Maria with me.
What the hell is that?
Well, what do you know? A stroll in the rain. How romantic.
Maria,
Romantic.
what are you talking about?
I'm trying to keep things light, James. Just you and me.
Yeah. Sorry.
Have I been making choices the whole time? I checked in on her when she was asleep. I thought maybe that'd give me a good ending. Whoa. The pool got deep. I'm hearing these sounds. Anna, I'm playing kind of in the dark here. I accidentally forgot to turn one of my lights on. We already have one light off. And it's making things a little dark. Getting some of the Alien Isolation vibe.
Is that what I think it is?
What do you mean that? Laura, you're in the coffin. I don't know, this kind of looks better. Just really dark face cam.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do this for the horror games.
You think you could give me a hand?
Me? You're supposed to be the big man around here. How's a little girl like me supposed to help?
You're a grown-ass woman, now help.
Fine.
Oh, God.
What's this? Not very cute, is it?
Oh, we had a brass ring,
Here,
right?
let
Now
me-
we have a silver. Cuter.
Thanks.
I might get a little bit of a headache playing with so much of the dark happening. I might have been better off with that light on. Hey Vaughn, ask Anna what she thinks about Pokopia. I'm probably not going to play it. I did not have a good experience with Pokemon Legends ZA, but Anna should be getting a Switch 2 soon. Is that going to be a Switch 2 exclusive? Or is that going to be another, we made a Switch game, we're charging Switch 2 prices? Lead. Should have guessed lead.
Where to now?
Come on. I think I know where those rings are.
I don't know where the rings belong, but he does. The patients will become the diagnosis. The patients will become the diagnosis scheduled for them. Will become the diagnosis when they'll make recovery, as my aim is always for the entire personnel, especially when their symptoms will become receding with effective treatment. What? It's like, did AI write that? Hey, you know, start a coffin store, right? Come on over to Always Better Coffins. ABC. Okay, there were rings. I don't know where he wants me to put the rings. Can someone let me know? Where do the rings go? He said he had an idea. I didn't see any hand for rings to go on. there a question mark or a circle? Hell, he has this scratched out. Chain box, yeah, okay. I mean, it's like... Come on, I think I know where that ring goes. No, well, I don't. You want to tell me? Because I don't know. Maybe we didn't search the garden. Always be cremated would be against the coffin selling business model. Yeah. The coffin stuff is so expensive, you know, like... Is there a way to some of these rooms, S1, S2, any of that? Never went to the garden. I think this is like just closed. Wait a sec. They mustn't know. What? Don't take a picture of anything useful. So where's the damn door? No door out. Okay, so all this stuff was covered up anyway. Someone tell me where to put the damn rings, because I have not seen anything indicating... There was a hand, there was like a second hand on the dummy. That's about it. Okay, the dummy, for the hell of it, was marked off like it was taken care of. Was it second floor? Surgical chair. I mean, it's like you walk by the surgical chair and the thing just kind of worked or whatever. That was the treatment stretcher. Maybe it's the surgical chair on floor 3. Can't go to 4-3. Screw that. No, he doesn't. He doesn't look like Leon Kennedy. He looks like Ethan from you know, RE7 and 8.
What is that?
Right, she's saying new words, so that might lead us somewhere.
James?
Oh wait. Oh,
What's
okay.
wrong?
Let's just get out of here, okay?
Okay. Well, we didn't have to go as far as I thought.
What's wrong? I thought you wanted to get out of here.
I know.
There we go. Try to get a good screenshot.
Something doesn't feel right.
Does any of this feel right?
Come on. It's gonna be fine.
So there was a movie and Sean Bean was in it. Was Sean Bean this guy? I was looking for the movies. They don't seem to be streaming anywhere I've got to access. Didn't even notice the ring finger on that. I was, you know, he took the chip out of the mouth, right? Is that the end of the area? Oh, it's only going to get worse, isn't it? It is done. Maybe not in the face, but the hairstyle definitely similar to Leon Kennedy. Leon Kennedy, even in Resident Evil 2, has more emotion. I think they did that on purpose, hoping it would somehow attract fans or RE4 again. I think Leon got much more of a... He got whiter hair in RE4, like maybe he was going gray early, you know? Is that right? Guess this is a new area. The movie was dumb. What about the sequel? Thing in the corner. Use some kind of... I don't know what. I'm not really doing great with ammo. She has nothing. Pyramid head. That's scraping. Let's get out of here. Let me knock some stuff down. Find them. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. She's quicker than him, and she has heals. Can I knock something down to try to trip him up?
There! An elevator!
That wasn't too hard. Okay, well hold on.
Come on, hurry!
Not the safest elevator. Oh. I mean, I didn't choose for her to die. What the hell? Oh, rip. I had like 30 accounts. I took the top 500 and stuff, but I was playing on my main account at Master. And the issue is there was nothing standing in my way from just total domination. What was standing in my way was my teammates. Your teammates are your greatest enemy. Having to convince people not to throw because I'm playing Wrecking Ball. It got to the point it was so tedious going through. I've seen everything there is to see. I was beating people that were in the top 10, and yet people were throwing so many games because we have a Hammond one trick here. Let's blame him. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. Screw it. So that was it. But then I quit playing competitive, and I started just going at, and actually that was Masters in Overwatch. In Overwatch 2, I would make a new account and it would place Masters, and then I couldn't play with anybody because you place as high as it could. You could place in Masters, and then you couldn't play anymore. And then you had to like solo queue, and then you had to explain to everybody, no, I'm a true badass. Just take my word for it. And they'd be like, I don't believe you. Nobody tells me how to play a game that I'm playing for free online. Trying to get kids to cooperate, it's too damn aggravating. But yeah, I was completely unstoppable. I mean, it got to the point towards the end, like a year back, I was like just messaging the other team. I guess we'll end here. We've got like a save, don't we? Was there a way I could have done that better and she survived? Or are we just SOL when it comes to Maria? May have made a mistake here, not saving someplace. We'll get to the next save spot. Are we just leaving? You know what? I think... Hold on. Does this have the save? It does. Unfortunate. Yeah, so I'd make a new account and I would place in... Here, we'll save here and stop, and then I don't know what lies ahead. But... You know, kind of a shorter stream. I've got some stuff I need to pick up and work on. I got to edit a video for my dad's YouTube and whatever the hell else. There's a football game. I should probably chill. Went from destroying pros in Overwatch to getting your ass whipped. I've been doing pretty decent air riders. I won like a bunch of air ride or top ride the other day. Maria says Shadow the Hedgehog. Well, what the point I was getting at when it comes to the Overwatch was I was just playing quick play so much because I was just so done with trying to communicate with people. And then it got to the point where other people were either not wanting to communicate, and so they wouldn't even bother putting on a headset, and then you just had lack of communication in a game that requires it or would be beneficial to have communication, and I wasn't making any more friends playing it. But in Overwatch 2, it's just like everything got even worse when it came to piling on the tank. Oh, we have one tank, okay? We have 2 support, 2 attackers. We use the term DPS, but actually everybody does damage per second. So you end up, the odd man out gets piled on, and kids wouldn't do their damn shit. No one had the game sense I did. I was telling people how they should run defense on payloads by spawn trapping the other team. And then lo and behold, finally, at the end of Overwatch League, it was deemed that was the go-to strategy. After I had already applied for a job as an Overwatch League collegiate coach, and they just ignored my ass because I played Xbox instead of PC. But then everyone figures out the strategy, and then when everyone figures out the damn strategy for how to play the game right, they end Overwatch League. Because it's kind of like with basketball. With basketball, it was all about, hey, just shoot only threes. You'll make more points in the long run if you're having a good night. My defensive strategy was just like so game breaking, and with Wrecking Ball speed, there was just no stopping me. But the only thing that could stop me is dumb kids not wanting to cooperate. And then if you run across anybody good in console Overwatch, it's because they're cheating. In order to get hard carried by somebody, it's always like, hey, I'm a Grandmaster DPS, I'm a Grandmaster McCree, and I need a Pocket Mercy. It's like, okay, if you have 2 pocket supports helping you, then you should be stacking bodies, right? I don't even need any help. I don't even need any damn support. I need you guys to just do your role, okay? And yeah, I should have got tipped big time for this Overwatch rant. Then you have the situation where I was so attuned and had seen, look, we're talking 8,000 hours, okay? Like 3,000 plus hours as Wrecking Ball. I knew everything that was going to happen before it happened, like the gun katas in that Christian Bale movie. I could tell when someone was going to throw. I could tell when someone was a troll ahead of time. All this shit. I would tell the other team at the beginning of the match, hey, you guys are going to want at least 5 Wrecking Ball counters. And then when I steamrolled them in the first area, then out comes McCree, out comes Sombra, out comes Ana, out comes Brigida, out comes Roadhog. It was just like, yeah, okay, Now you guys are giving me a challenge. Now, if the rest of my team realizes that all of them are focusing me, they should be able to get their shit together and win this. Lo and behold, you got to switch. You have 5 counters on you. No, you have a free pass to do whatever you want, and somehow it's my fault for making this happen. It's like, you know, too damn smart to put up with idiots that play online. And so it's like, screw you guys. And then what do you know? You get reported enough times for playing Hammond in Overwatch 2 that your account gets permanently banned. It's like, you know, you're doing me a favor here because I put too much time and effort into your shittier game that is practically being sunset. Oh, okay, we'll have a new collab, Street Fighter. A year later, we'll have another collab. Let's bring back a previous collab. Let's bring back One Punch Man because there's a season 3 all of a sudden. They'll do that kind of shit, right? They'll do little things to make you think the game is still in development when it isn't. There is a skeleton crew working on it. The support is totally automated, and they've weaponized the report system so that anybody can get anybody they want kicked off of there, and there's nothing that can be done about it. And that really went to shit once Microsoft bought them and then gutted out Activision and was just like, hey, you know what? Okay, now that we have this exclusive, oh wait, not exclusive, we're Microsoft. Let's put all this shit on PlayStation also. Then, well, we got to cut some costs. Let's just get rid of all the support people. Let's just automate reporting. You know, let's just remove features from the game. Oh, you guys sunk a shitload of time in this game. You thought there'd be a campaign. Everybody was talking about Overwatch 2. Oh, well, there was going to be a campaign. Didn't you know? There's going to be some PvE stuff. Nope. Bullshit. I've got all the achievements in the game. I've got scores of tutorial videos showing how to kick ass with, you know, every new character that was coming out and all that. Too much time. A shitload of time wasted playing somebody else's game is what I did right there. What I can't be getting into any more of those unlimited games. I can't be doing any more of this, like, oh, Fortnite, Apex Legends, right? Like, I can't be bothered. These games that don't end, that don't have an endpoint, Marvel Rivals, right? Like Apex Legend, Marvel Rivals. Here, if I type rival, does it come up? With thick, weirdly thick. Thick is the new hot rogue over here. Like, I can't be bothered with that. I know other people will ruin the game for me, essentially. Now, I played a tiny bit of Rivals when it first launched, and it seemed kind of haphazard. Like, Overwatch felt like that too at first. It felt like no one understood how to play the game yet. And then it gets into a point where in all these competitive scenes where everybody understands the meta, you have to hear about meta all the time. And then you're not allowed to do anything off meta. Wrecking Ball's not meta, so we don't need a Wrecking Ball. Can you go? We need a shield. And it's like, really, it's a barrier. That would be Reinhardt. Then if you play, this guy's not playing the character I want him to play. Let's report him. Hey, everybody on the other team, that guy was in my last game. Report him. Shit. Yeah, Microsoft. What has prospered under Microsoft? Rare is like the first casualty of Microsoft gaming, isn't it? They bought up Rare, and you would think, whoa, this is like the company behind the killer FPS in console. Let's buy them and then not make any FPSs. Okay, whoa, wait. And then Bungie falls into their lap. And then they're like, oh, let's come up with some kind of agreement where Bungie can leave if they want. And then get bought by PlayStation. Like, Sony. Shit. I'm not playing Fortnite. I'm decent at it. I was mostly playing it with a New Zealand friend. And even with the massive lag and me just kind of like running reconnaissance just about, like, I've had some decent moments. I've had some decent clips saved from it. I wish I could show you on my profile my badass Overwatch plays. like some of my best stuff. But, you know, like a year ago, Microsoft got rid of storing video because that was costing them money. So now you can't really store video for more than 30 days, then it gets auto erased. So your like best clip that would be over here in your profile, and people would go down and then they would see how awesome you were with a clip, you know, something to show them. No, seriously, I know what I'm doing. Watch the clip. You know, you can't show them now. Now they have no idea. God damn it. Everybody's, you know, it's like, why put that much time into something that people are going to screw up, right? All of those games that never end, they eventually come to a point where everybody you wanted to play with walks away. Used to have like 50 people at any given moment on my friend list playing Overwatch. It doesn't seem like that anymore. A lot of that got cut down when the Rivals came by. Apex cut some out. Rivals cut out more. And then, you know, the realization that you're never going to get the Overwatch 2 you thought you were going to get, that took care of the rest of it. Weaponizing the report system, the banality of what's available on the Game Pass. Let's look at what's coming up on Game Pass here for a sec. I mean, I see things. Okay, there was a new game that came to Game Pass today, but I think it's PC only. And it was called something about Zone, like Checkpoint or something. It was a zombie game, but you had to infection free zone? No, installable. Like, that's probably not it. Not currently available. Maybe this is it. God, no, this is not it. Quarantine Zone, I think it was. It said it was on Game Pass, and then what do you know? It's only on Game Pass if you're a PC player, right? Yeah, so that's not showing up. And I thought, you know, I might stop this stream for a night and play that because it's brand new. Nope, screw you. Steam, Game Pass for PC. That's what you got. So we got Star Wars Outlaws on here now. I don't think... Now, look, we tried the demo and it had you jump through a number of hoops, right, to sign up for stuff. That may not be the case here. Let's see if we can, like, look at some screenshots, maybe. The actress that plays the broad in this game, she ain't bad looking, but boy, did they make her bad looking. I have a feeling if I hit play trailer, it's going to play a note from a Star Wars movie and cause me trouble. Okay. So, I mean, it has a weird thing where it's like all the stealth missions, as soon as you're detected, it's a fail. It doesn't become like a fight mission. Like, oh, the option was stealth, and then it became fight. And then you have an axolotl you have to hang out with, and I guess it's like your pet. They're not showing her face here because they made her hideous, but yeah. We need to go back to bone skinny. We've swung the pendulum too far. The correction from heroin chic went crazy. So, I mean, like when you pull up some old video from like 80s, 90s, it's like people don't look the same they used to at all. Lucas, to me, not a Lucas SW. It's not Lucas Star Wars, so it's not Star Wars. Is that how it goes? I mean, if we just look at kind of what I have installed here, we have a number of things we can still do. Beyond Good and Evil. I haven't done Death Stranding yet. Pick this up for $1. Haven't tried. It's probably not worth a full night streaming, but I have like all the Mega Man. Mega Man 11 could probably work pretty good for a stream. These early ones, man, they kick your ass. And then after that collection, these other collections don't have a rewind. So it's just brutality. 9 souls I may as well delete. I got to get around to bring myself up to delete Overwatch. Psychonauts. I'd kind of like to do a stream playthrough of Psychonauts and Psychonauts 2. I don't, but I mean, hell, I probably only have like a month and a half left of Game Pass Ultimate, and then they're going to want more money. You know, that's kind of how it goes, right? Got a few things got to mop up. Street Fighter 6 has its moments, but jank tournament system and Sonic Superstars. I actually have some DLC for that I hope I can show you here. I have some special DLC you can only get from the grocery store that gives you, I don't even think you can find it here. I have like a manga comic book inspired Sonic. If I can bring up what manage add-ons, you might see it. Oh, just show me the 2 comic style skins. You could only get this by shopping at Kroger grocery stores in the US. Now in Japan, I think this is more readily available. But if I go to file info, maybe you can, comic style character skins. You can't much see it there, but they give you almost an outline. That's about all it is. It's sort of like a filter to make them look a little more like the Sonic Mania cutscenes, like Sega Sonic CD stuff. Play Sonic Adventure 1. Promise it's hilarious. I'm picking up way too many games lately. We gotta beat some of the stuff that I have in the back order. You know, like I gotta do Sleeping Dogs at some point. That Severed Steel, I had a really good time with the demo, so I bought it, but I haven't actually played the game yet. Outside of the demo. Rocket Knight. Gotta do that at some point, you know? Hell, Samurai Showdown 2. Code Veronica, hell no. After Silent Hill 2, though, would we look at maybe a Resident Evil 4? Or do we want to do like some Resident Evil 2 in the lead up for Resident Evil? What do you think? Mullet Mad Jack. That is a cracked game right there. That's pretty cool. And I'm a badass. And I got all 1000 gamer score. Yeah, we have a few things we can kind of do still, you know. Disco Elysium seemed really interesting. I haven't done Dead Space. Have not touched that Dead Space remaster. So got to do that. We could even do a Cyberpunk thing now that's allegedly fixed. You know, just quite a few things to do. Quite a bit. I need to do a poll, but hell, I think there's a limit to how many things you can put in a poll. That's what she said. And I'm going to forget what they even are. So what should the poll be called? Like next stream? Let me type that down. Let me make some notes here. Next stream poll. Dead Space Remake. Okay, so we have a vote there for Dead Space Remake. Cyberpunk. I guess if I add something to the poll and it's so unpopular, I need to quit adding it anymore, right? That I actually downloaded this Dragon Quest and then didn't play it. Yeah, I'm probably just going to straight uninstall. That was not enough gameplay was happening. I need to take a look at this Final Fantasy VII remake to see how that kind of runs. Hell, why don't we just do that right now? Out of curiosity. Maybe this actually hits 60 FPS, where it was 30 over on the Switch too. Dead Space is the burst. full game. Yeah, Dead Space better than Resident Evil. Is that a Capcom title? Dead Space? Or no, maybe I'm thinking of Lost Planet. No, EA. EA makes Dead Space, right? Here, we're just going to take a look at this just real quick. Can I skip? We're skipping. We're skipping. They skip now. Yep. That is 60 FPS. Wow. Okay, this... What's his hair look like? Does it look... That... I'm sorry, guys, but that looks markedly better. And I'm not even playing in 4K. I'm on 1440p. His hair doesn't have that weird... grid... thing happening. It's not doing that weird lattice work. God, what you'd see that sort of like transparency issue in like a Sega Genesis game, you know, like you were seeing a lot of that happening with like their hair and stuff. All right, now how hot is Jesse gonna look here?
Halt! Who
We'll
goes
skip
there?
as much as we can to get to Jesse.
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
Don't think so. Not bad.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see 'em.
Man, you'd almost think that guys that... Oh, that's like the classic music right there. This is a guy. Yep.
Freeze! Move and we shoot.
Go ahead.
Now, if you need the burly type, the big burly type with one arm, that's a gun. That's more Barrett. But this is Cloud. Okay, can I hop over that? Come on, just. I'm sorry, guys. This looks a lot better than the Switch 2 version.
You got this.
Yeah, what he said.
I don't see the Switch 2 working for multiplats for me.
You're coming with us.
Can't get started. See ya.
If we do Cyberpunk, we're probably just gonna, even though I did kind of make the mistake of getting it on the Switch 2, probably just gonna have to make that a, give him that braver, you know, whatever that means.
Was never in doubt.
I think I would hold off on buying this until they had the whole game finished.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us.
Damn, they made her pretty
I'm
cute.
glad to have him.
I don't know about you guys.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Real joy to work with.
Yeah, they've got this looking pretty damn good over here on the Xbox, I must say.
People notice first.
Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
I mean, okay, it's a nice sentiment to put this on the Switch too, but
Enough.
if everything is gonna run at like sub 60, unless it's a Nintendo game, you know, that's kind of a problem, right? Here, you want to see manly man? This guy over here, Barrett.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
I understand what you think. Hair looks a lot better.
Wedge.
Come on, he's got a gun arm. Is that not cool?
You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
And then that's kind of your title picture shot right there. Which, I mean, look, again, it looks really good on my TV, and I'm not even playing it in 4K. So, yeah, that's kind of where we are with. If we're gonna do multi-plat stuff, it's gonna have to almost certainly be on Xbox. I just don't. I mean, hell, even if I could kind of get a price break on that Target. Target has two. Spend $100 on Nintendo games, save $30. Two of the ones I'm kind of looking at are 2 pennies shy of qualifying for the offer, but you can get Metroid Dread digital and have that count. But then Metroid Dread doesn't have a Switch 2 update. So, yeah, when this came out, it was kind of a almost like a steampunk Zelda, I guess, was kind of like the best way to think about its vibe in a way. It was pretty mind-blowing. When I played the original game, it came out in 97, I played it in 98, and it was like captivated for like a week. You know, as I got through it. I think everybody's favorite Final Fantasy is going to be the first one they played, though, because that, you know, seeing the world unfold and be bigger than you expected can only surprise you once. So please take Vaughn to Target. Does he have a Target deal? I think we're just going to go ahead and call it a stream here. Is with one light down, am I looking a little too ghosty, maybe? And we've got 2 lights off, but I don't know. It's not a terrible look, I would say. Maybe sometimes we're going to have like a real serious talk, I may have to just bring the lights down, you know? But yeah, we're going to pick up Silent Hill 2 tomorrow. Where we're going, I'm not even sure. I may have to look ahead just to title the video. Yeah. Made it this far, wait until marriage. Counseling.